Okay, I've been following a moose all the way back, and he's just right up here. And I don't want to spook him. Want to respect him, but I want to see if I can give you guys a shot. What a spring kind of day. I'm here at Teton Village, Jackson Hole Mountain Resort, and checking out the trails. As you can see, it's going to be hit or miss, so the decision is, do I go that way or do I go this way? Judging by what I saw coming in with snow levels, I think I'm going to go that way. Just checking out trails today. I need to check my training log, but I think this is the earliest I've come out here as far as time of year. So we'll see what the snow brings. So we're gonna head this way. You can see there's snow all around us. We have fresh snow at about 8,000 feet, and got some trail closures which I'm gonna abide by. So I'm gonna go up here a little bit, do a little bit of climbing, get a little slap in the face with some vertical, and then come back and go back this way through the snow and see what that's all about. So a little bit of everything today, but like I said, gonna get a little vertical in, and we'll get in some coaching. There you can see more snow patches. All right, here we go. Actually, feeling pretty good. Those intervals last week are kicking in, helping. And they've been doing some good trail work. Well, starting to get to the game trails. We got some moose, some deer, more moose, and starting to run into a little bit of snow patches. I was wrong about what trail I was going to be able to do, and I'm hoping to see maybe a bear once I head over north. Let's get through this snow and see what's up here. All right, got another decision. I can take the Y this way and go how I wanted to come up, or keep going straight and head over to Casper Lodge, which I'm pretty much guaranteed to get snowed out up there, and it's only about another, I don't know, a quarter of a mile. So I'm gonna go this way, go down, because I know this is all melted out, and then head over to where I wanted to go. So working through, you can see kind of all the snow squalls, top of the trams up there. I came from, we've got 1,000 feet of climbing in already. I came way down the parking lot, way down there. So we're gonna keep rolling. See what we get. It's just about exploring today, seeing what's open and what's going to be open soon. Okay, first time this year at the resort. This is north. Over there in the clouds is town, and just south of town is my house. So gives you a frame of reference for all the other videos this spring we've done from kind of right over in that mountain range there. We're in the clouds. Aspens are starting to pop a little bit, but let's go down and see if we can see. And just like that, that's bear scat. We got some more up here, I think. Yep, even more. Black bear, bear scat. Let's go. Let's see what we can find. So I turned off because I think I saw some tracks. I'm not sure. Big one there maybe, but then I kept following it. And these trees. More scat. Look over here. Scat, scat, scat. Guess where they had their bed was right there, I bet. So I'm wondering, we don't have some up in the tree. Well, let's keep going, see what kind. Doesn't look horribly fresh, but I think that's probably this morning where they bedded down and got up and went to look for something to eat. Even more as I'm going out. Okay, I've been following a moose all the way back, and he's just right up here, and I don't want to spook him, want to respect him, but I want to see if I can give you guys a shot. It's right on the trail. I'm going the other way, so I'm not going to be going this way, but he's just past the screen. There he is. It's on the other side of this tree right here. He's just looking at me. He's being cool. I'm gonna be cool. He or she. Yeah, munching on the willows. Just gonna go up. There he goes. He just wants to get in the sun for you. Just gonna let him be. Yeah, I followed him all the way here through his tracks and saw him in the trees. So all right, pretty cool. It's always a cool thing to see wildlife, nature, the way nature's where it's at. Now we're headed down to where I would have maybe expected to see the bear, not up higher. So the scat was up higher. We'll go down here and see what we can find as we head back to base. Okay, we've got some action. Right here, I saw a bear. He saw me and took off back this way. The big issue is it looked like a cub. This is when the heart rate gets going and you're hiking, you're not walking. Did I say this is exactly where I thought I would see some? But they're not wanting to be seen, it seems like, so. Well, I'm gonna try and run. This is kind of freaky though. It's hard to watch and run. There's a deer right back in there, hunkered down, looking at me. And I can definitely smell the bear. They almost smell like skunk. But I think I've traveled pretty good ground. I don't think they would have gone that far. So I'm gonna maybe consider them out of sight and gone. Back to focused trail running. It's a pretty cool light right now. So we were just down in there, right in here is where we saw the bear, or I saw the bear, and I wasn't quick enough for you to see the bear. But gotta find a seat here and out of the wind. Oh, so watch is off. What we're gonna talk about today is on the drive over to the village, the resort, I got a question on YouTube about a runner who wants to make the transition to a minimal shoe. And it's I don't promote my book a lot, but this is one time where I'd really recommend getting the book, The Cool Impossible, if you're really serious about making transition to minimal shoes. It'll talk all about the great reasons why that's so beneficial for performance and longevity. But it also covers foot strength program that goes hand in hand with making that transition. But so grab that. It's best bang for your buck. I think it's a little over 10 bucks on Amazon. But what I want to talk about today real quickly is in answering the question, there's kind of 3 key things that you want to consider when you're making the switch to a minimal shoe. And number 1 is you definitely want to be strategic in the time of the year that you're making this transition. And we're in the pandemic right now. It's May 21st. So we're right in the middle of maybe just everybody kind of not being able to run a lot. But the point of this number 1 tip is that you want to pick a time of year where you're not needing to put in a lot of miles, because you're just not going to be patient with the transition. Okay, so if you're building up for a marathon, that's not the time. If you're building up for a race, that's not the time. But during pandemic, when, hey, maybe our time has been reduced a little bit, this could be a perfect time. The key being you've got to pick a time where you can reduce your weekly volume without being stressed about it, because again, you're not going to be patient. Okay, so that's the number 1 key, because you're going to want to reduce your volume significantly, which then leads us to number 2. It'd be better to run 4 days a week for 10 minutes than 2 days a week for 50 minutes. That frequency as you're transitioning into the new shoes is going to be key. So your body adapts rather quickly, but you don't want to slam the transition with a long run or with even a moderate run. Okay, so frequency throughout your week is going to be the key. So a little bit often, You could go 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes in the afternoon, 10 minutes in the evening, okay? But you want to start super, super conservative. I would say, regardless of your ability, start with 10 minutes and see how your body responds, okay? And then be frequent with it and transition that way. Slowly add 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes. Just as you intuitively would do adding your long run, you want to add back in a couple minutes at a time in this new minimal shoe. Okay, so again, key point number 2, focus on less more often, or frequency of much less running, rather than reducing the amount of days that you run and only sticking with your normal hour run Monday and Wednesday. Okay, you don't want to do that. Okay, so frequency is where it's at. Okay, number 3, as you slowly transition, and this, let me go back to number 2 a minute. This also includes your long run. So what you can do is, if you still want to keep somewhat of a long run, I would recommend you continue to run in your old shoes in the weekend for your long run, while during the week you're doing your 5-10 minute runs in your new shoes. Which then helps us with tip number 3, is that as you are slowly increasing your daily run in the new shoes from 5 to 10 to 15 to 20 minutes and getting used to it, conditioning your calves are going to get sore. Okay, so minimize that. Frequency is where it's at. As you start to build and you're continuing to do your longer run on the weekends in your old shoes, what you want to look for in that long run with your old shoes, when your shoes become uncomfortable, when they start to bug you, when they start to feel like they're too restrictive, is maybe the time then you transition full time into your minimal shoe for your longer run, or start increasing your time spent in your minimal shoe. Okay, what's happening is that as we run in this minimal shoe, and hopefully you're doing the strength exercises as well, is our feet get stronger and stronger, and they want to work naturally, and they want more freedom. And as they get stronger and stronger, the old shoes might feel too supportive, and you might find that your arch starts to get uncomfortable, or that your feet are just kind of uncomfortable in general. Okay, that your feet are wanting to act naturally, and the shoe are not allowing that to happen. And that's a good sign and time to maybe ditch the old shoes and then go full time in your minimal shoes. So, but everybody's different. And again, I can't emphasize enough, be conservative. It's much better to be conservative and be patient and slowly build into it than to, it's just like going into the gym for the first time in 6 months, and you throw down all these weights because you're nice and fresh and you can't move the next morning. Okay, same concept. Slowly be patient, it'll reward you. Okay, don't get impatient. That's the key. Okay, so hope that helps. Again, go back to Cool Impossible. It dives into a whole program how to transition. This is just the 7-minute version, so go get that as well. So what I want to finish with today is my shoes. Today I have on the Salomon S-Lab Speed 2. Hopefully you can see the lug pattern on those. I chose these today because I was expecting lots of mud, lots of snow, lots of soft ground. This is Salomon's soft ground shoe, and it was the perfect choice today. It's a 4mm drop. It's very close to the ground. You can see it's really fits snug to the foot, and just really allows a lot of agility, a lot of dexterity, everything you'd want in a minimal shoe. So I can feel the rock. I can pick and might choose my spots through the mud, through the water. Lots of stream crossings today, lots of snow. So again, they're a perfect choice, and not once did I feel like I couldn't do what I wanted to do with my feet. So again, these were the perfect choice. I haven't used them a lot. I actually bought them for winter running in the snow, and found that they just didn't work as well as I wanted them to with the lug pattern in the snow. So I'm gonna start using them more this spring, and they're just dynamite fitting shoes, as all the Salomon S-Labs are. So great choice today, and something I'm gonna be picking more and more as I can start get higher and higher. Today I got to about 8,000 feet before really the snow hit. So I'm just gonna, each week I'm gonna be getting a little bit higher, okay? So so with that, I'll leave you with what I always tell my people who come to the camps, is that run with your feet, not your shoes. That doesn't mean take your shoes off. That means have the awareness of using your feet and finding the shoe that allows you to do that, okay? So, all right, thanks for coming on a little wildlife adventure today. Hopefully we'll find that bear one of these days. I know we will. So, so stop back next time, and thanks again. We'll see you.